Good morning, everyone. To all my sweet friends, stay warm because you know what's coming tomorrow. I think we're having a big snowstorm. That's what they said. So I thought, what better thing to make today is another kind of soup. Well, this is a special soup that I have made for a group of my friends, and it came out so delicious I had to put it on the video. So this is called the best. It's a slow cooker potato soup, but you don't have to put it in the slow cooker. So I did it on the stove this morning. So what I've done so far is peeled, I don't know how many potatoes, but I got some big russet potatoes at Kroger today. And I'm peeling and I'm peeling. I don't know how many I made. Maybe 6, 8, 10 potatoes. Then you cut them in little pieces, not so big. And then you add onions, and I put mine in butter. It's good in butter. And then put it in my pot. So I'll show you, this is what I've done so far. Here's my soup, and it's just bubbling, and it's just about ready for something else to be added. And I'll show you what that is. Let me take the top off this. It's really hot. Wait a second here. Grab this top, put it over here. So I prepped for this pretty much. So if you can look in this, in here, I put, in addition to my potatoes that I added, you can see how the size that I made them, I also added onion, and I cooked it for a couple hours this morning in 2 boxes of chicken broth, sodium free or the sodium low chicken broth, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's what's in here. So that's where we are right now. So when I get to this point where they've been cooking for a couple hours, I turn it off for a little bit. Then I get my immersion blender, and it just depends on how much of a big pot you want to make. So you make your immersion blender, and you want to get some of these chunks of potato cut back so that it's like smoother. So I'm going to put this in right now and attempt to do that. Just kind of go up and down. I don't have to do them all, but I do want to get them so it's a little more creamy than it is right now. Once I do it up and down, I can see it getting thicker. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me see if I can bring this closer so that you can actually see what I'm doing in this pot. Hold on. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see how thick my potatoes got. You see that? How they got mashed up? They did. So that's okay, but they're supposed to do that. Okay, so the next step to doing that is, now that we've got them all mixed up pretty much, and we can leave some chunks in there. It's okay to leave chunks in there. But what we want to do with this is add about 1 cup of some kind of shredded cheese. And I like the shredded cheese that's mixed. It has a couple different mixtures of different cheese in it, or you could just use plain shredded cheddar cheese and put that in, and you could see it's starting to melt down. So when that happens, it just, oh my gosh, it gets so good. And along with that, I did make some bacon. So it said to put about a pound of bacon, and then just put half of it in that, because you want to use the other half, as with the cheese, for a topping after you're ready to bake and after you cook it all. So we're just going to throw a little pieces of that I've cut into about a 1/2 inch, and leave about that much for topping. You can just crunch those up a little bit more, and you put that in the soup. Now, this is going to sit here for a little bit, mix it together, and then there's one final step that you need to do. Now, if you don't like the fact that there maybe are a lot of little pieces of potato in here that are not broken up, you could surely go back and use your immersion blender again a little bit, just to do that and get that all mixed up and make that taste. Oh my gosh, this is such a good soup. Anyway, so right now I'm going to set it up on low and let it cook for about an hour, and then we'll put the final top on it. Normally you let it set for about an hour, but in this case it's been cooking for so long I really don't even have to do that. So I'm just going to let it cook for about 15 minutes, and then I will be back and show you what the next step is. Okay, so I let my soup get a little bit hot. All those cheeses, the cheese that I put in there and the bacon have been all absorbed in that potato soup. Now the last step is pretty tricky. So I'm going to bring this down so you can see. I moved my pot over so you could see what I'm doing here. So in this, push this pot over here. In this pan, I'm melting 4 tablespoons of butter. And along with the 4 tablespoons of butter, what you want to do is prepare a roux for it. So I have already put in my heavy cream. I have added some heavy cream. I put some heavy cream, some sour cream, some garlic powder, and mixed it with the flour that I put in. So this is going to melt, and it's going to make a nice, hopefully, a nice thick roux so that it can be put into the soup, and that is the best part of it. It's like the end of the soup to make it so delicious that you want to have more than 1 cup of it. So let's just take care of that right now. Come on, butter, melt. So the butter's melting. Let me turn this down here again so you can see it. There we go. Okay. So there's the butter. It's melting nicely. Get all that melted down. And then we want to add all our other few ingredients. And then when that's all processed in there, in the butter, it would be thick. Hopefully it would be thick. And it would be perfect for just dropping that right into the soup. So this is what I've done. I've put all that together. My sour cream. Now if you don't have that heavy cream, I can use oh gosh, some half and half or something like that. And that should even be, well, you know, that should work real good too. Okay. So we're going to make this roux. Mix it up real good in this butter. And this will start to dissolve a little bit too. And you notice that it is thick because it does have sour cream and the extra ingredient in it. Okay, I think that's good. So we'll let that just kind of melt a little bit in this pan. And when it's all mixed together, we're going to transfer it into our soup. Oh my goodness. And it smells so delicious. It's got a little bit of garlic powder in here also. There's not too much as far as ingredients that go in the soup. Usually just salt and pepper, but if you wanted more, I'm sure you can go ahead and add more. Anything you want. Okay. All right. I think we're about ready. It's pretty hot. Water's all absorbed in that. Turn off my stove here and place it over on the side. And then I will just bring over my pot of soup. Okay. I'm going to drop some of this in here. Now, as I drop it in, it's disappearing, right? I know. That's because it's supposed to disappear all into that soup. And just give it the best consistency you could even imagine. You can see some of the bacon popping up there too, right? Oh my goodness. Now this kind of soup you can put in the refrigerator or you could freeze it. But if you're going to do freezing, you don't want to put your other ingredients at the end ingredients in the soup. You just want to freeze the potatoes and then you just continue on with it. Okay, I'm going to stir that a little bit like that, and that'll all melt down into the soup. Let me get a little dish here because I would like to taste it. I usually like to do that when I am making something. I'm going to get my soup ladle here. Okay. There it is. It's all melting so good. So I'm going to take a little scoop of this out and I'm going to put it in my little cup that my granddaughter made. She does a lot of beautiful pieces with her pottery. So that's just for Hannah. It's my granddaughter, one of my granddaughters. And then once you put it in your bowl, you can add some more bacon to the top of it, or you can add some other cut of like some little pieces of onion or anything like that that you know that you can, that you had with soup as a topping. Let's see how tight this is. It's hot. It just kind of slides right down your throat. It's so delicious. The other thing is, at the very end, I'm not one that puts a lot of salt and pepper when I first bake or cook. So what I probably would do, will add a little bit, maybe I'll add a little bit of salt to it, because it probably could use some salt. So that's what I will do. But in the meantime, I'm going to take another little sip here. That's really good soup. If you can make that, I think you'll enjoy it. Try to have a good day today. And today is the last day. It's supposed to be nice. Tomorrow is supposed to be snowing. And if it's snowing and you're going somewhere, please be safe. Or just stay in and do something special. Put the TV on. Put your soap opera. No, tomorrow's Saturday. Well, not soap opera, but put something on so that you can watch it and enjoy it. And enjoy your soup. I hope you make it. Love you all. Have a good day today. Bye-bye.